The team have been investigating this all night. They've been taking measurements, plotting where the vehicles ended up. And as you can see, even though the vehicles were here, the accident didn't start here, or the incident didn't start here. It started about 200 yards up the road. And what they've been doing is plotting where everything happened. Even though the lorry ended up here, but it's trying to establish why it ended up here, where it went, why it went, and what went wrong. So we're trying to piece everything together in relation to the driver appears to have somehow lost some form of control, went from one side of the carriageway to the other side, and in doing so, obviously knocked over young Mitzi and killed her, and critically injured her mother. Her grandmother, I do apologise. Obviously the three chaps in the vehicle who were also killed from South Wales. And so we're still, as I said, plotting and trying to identify exactly what happened and when it happened. I think the driver has been spoken to briefly, but he's still detained in hospital, and no doubt we'll be speaking to him again at a later stage.
What's his condition?
I know he's injured, but he's not critical.
What about others? Can you give me an idea? Apparently there was quite a lot of damage to vehicles as it was coming down the road here.
Absolutely. It appears to have at least 3 vehicles were struck. There were 2 which ended up in the middle of the road, and a Volvo which ended up right beside the lorry, almost crushed by the lorry. There was a number of other vehicles that appeared to have been damaged, but whether they were damaged by the lorry or by debris being thrown across the road, which is quite likely. So, for example, the garden wall was struck. Debris was thrown and smashed the window. So we know a lot of debris was thrown, and some of the vehicles may have been damaged through debris. All we know that Mitzi and her grandmother were walking somewhere in this road when they were struck by the vehicle.